Hey guys, it's Tim and Kathy with Taste Life with Us, and you ever ponder that thought that says, are we the right kind? Well, we did that. We were sitting back and we're talking about different kinds of nomads that we know, and we're trying to figure out, where do we fit in?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different reasons people travel, and some are full time, some are not full time. This could apply really to any traveler.
Pretty much.
But nomads in particular are driven by different things, their personality types, what they want out of travel. So maybe we're really struggling with our own personality.
And maybe you're at home struggling with your own personality types. I don't know.
And if you watch a lot of YouTube, which if you're watching us, you probably do, you notice there's a lot of different types of nomads.
Absolutely.
And so we thought we'd just talk about it just a little bit.
Well, and the first type that you see and you really hear about are those people that go to all of the tourist sites that are out there.
In fact, I mean, doesn't this sort of drive all of us for why we're going to travel? We're like, I saw these things on Instagram or on YouTube, and I want to go see those things.
I want to see all the waterfalls of Bali.
So I think in some ways, yeah, that lasted one waterfall.
One hike.
That was a huge hike uphill. That was the end of the waterfalls in Bali. Just saying, like, isn't that what we all want, though?
And
that's why we start out traveling. And then we quickly realize
you quickly realize that it doesn't matter how great the cathedral is. After you've seen 20, 30, 40 cathedrals, it's hard to remember which one was which.
Yeah, same goes for castles, lakes, mountains, really
Most
anything.
Of that stuff, yeah.
Anything that you do. Honestly, if you see too much of them, it sort of starts to take the joy out of it because nothing's special anymore. To me, that's
true.
My feeling. Like, I kind of want to save it for the ones I just happened upon or ones that are bucket list. We happen upon a lot of them.
Does it take the joy out of you to see my beautiful face every morning, even though you've seen it for 30 plus years? Wow.
Just joking. I love you.
And, you know, this holds true even for botanical gardens. It's like we love gardens. We love to go for those walks through gardens. And it's nice. But one of the things that I've learned is that most botanical gardens that we've been to, at least, are all on top of the hill.
Or they are a hill. Yeah, like, and they're huge, you know? So we love botanical gardens, but that's our hiking.
So I guess that leads us to the next point. Of,
Wait. I just want to say that we do go see sites.
Yeah.
But we just pick a couple things in a place in a month.
Yeah. So instead of trying to tourist all the sites, we just kind of visit them almost like a local would.
Yeah, because it's tiring if you're trying to see everything. And it's expensive if you're trying to see everything.
True.
And And the healthy thing, you know, like the hiking. I'm good with just the parks.
Especially if it's flat.
Especially if it's flat. Because, you know, hats off to those of you who manage to follow specialty diets as you travel.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even follow, like, we don't even have a diet. Like,
what about the people who do the El Camino?
Bucket list. Total bucket list. Someday, because of our incredible health, you know, we stretch every morning for like 15 minutes. Our incredible health and our lust for, you know, healthy activities, hiking activities and such. I'm sure that someday we'll be able to manage this multi-week hike.
I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason we would ever do the El Camino, they have wine on the hike.
I heard there's like a wine fountain. I might do it just to go see that.
Can we take a car?
We're going to find a different way to see the wine fountain. So, yeah, Yeah. Healthy people have to spend more money on healthy food if they have special things. But being unhealthy is also expensive.
True.
Just saying.
It is. And so finding the balance there is always important. And that's kind of what we end up doing because as travelers, we have a budget.
Yeah.
Now, we are not el Bougie.
No.
Nor are we hostile people.
And this means, like, we're not looking for Michelin restaurants in the places we go.
No.
And to be honest, we're not even seeking out, like, the best of everything and trying every single food they have. I wouldn't really call us foodies, even though we completely are obsessed with food. But it doesn't have to be fancy food. Like, we just like going in little cafes and finding the perfect mix of atmosphere, food, and low prices.
Low
Right?
prices, key.
And wine.
Always a key.
Yeah. And so, yeah, accommodations wise,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do go a little bougie sometimes because we get it for free.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's okay to be el Bougie when you have it for el Frio.
We will go to the Hyatt Regency and stay in a club room as a vacation for free.
Absolutely.
Yes. Because we are bargain shoppers.
And
I've always been an expert bargain shopper, and I am still doing that in travel. Points and miles, baby.
And so that brings me to the next one then. Land versus cruise. Because
Okay, wait. I am never going to a hostel. I want to make that abundantly clear.
Yeah, I know.
Budget, we're mid-range because, yeah, we're not hostel people. I mean, probably never tent people.
Glamping people?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, Africa's going to challenge us in some
Africa's
ways.
going to challenge you.
Actually, Borneo's going to challenge us, and we're headed there. But I hear the accommodations for the orangutan treks are not great. I mean, the affordable ones, of course. We'll see what happens.
So, the whole reason why I said land versus cruise, right after we were talking about money, is the fact that we cruise for cheap.
Oh, yeah. Some people look at us and be like, you cruised half the year? How could you afford that? Right? That's what we would have thought over a year ago, looking when we're buying things even on sale. We could never afford to cruise how much we cruise.
Mm-hmm.
We cruise on casino rates.
Much cheaper.
Taxes and fees only.
Right.
No fare. And includes all our food and everything.
Right. But there's some people, even with cheap rates like that, that say, I just don't like being on a cruise ship.
True. For many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably a whole nother video. But we cruise for transportation. We cruise to see places that are difficult to see otherwise, like the Northern Lights in Norway and seeing all this. You know, we're tasting places so that we can see where we want to go back to.
Absolutely. And so when we talk about when we talk about...
Wait, let's be real. We also cruise because we're lazy.
Okay.
And it's nice to just be on a cruise ship for a long time and be taken care of. So... that's our vacationing sometimes.
And they do have gyms on cruise ships. But good Lord.
Tim goes because he films a ship tour for every ship.
And we do try to work out.
No, we do. Sometimes we do.
But there's a bunch of busy people that love to exercise that are always there.
And they take the machines all the time.
I know.
How can we be healthy when all those other people are like out healthing us? Come on, people. Take your turn.
So the difference of that would be being land travelers. And I know a lot of people who say, I never cruise, I only travel on land.
Like, it doesn't count as you're a nomad if you cruise because that's too bougie, which it's not. And maybe they've never cruised, so they don't realize that you are literally seeing stuff all the time and being lazy a lot of the time, being retired.
Maybe they get seasick.
Well, let's change the word. Let's not say lazy anymore. Let's say retired.
Retired.
Yeah. Not saying everyone retired is lazy. They're not.
We are.
So anyway, we do love to be on land also.
True. So we're doing both.
But when we're on land, we really like to stay for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some places that doesn't work out. They're kind of transitional. We stay for half a week to a week, maybe.
But I'm not going to lie. If we're staying a half a week to a week in more than 3 places in a row,
we get so tired. We get
exhausted.
burnt out.
Yeah.
We get burnt out of seeing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we go to a place and we're like, yeah, so we're in London for only 3 days, and we're tired. We're not going to go anywhere the third day.
Oh,
Truth.
we're
That
pathetic.
just happened.
It's pathetic. And this is how we got on this whole conversation
Yeah.
of the fact that what kind of nomad are we?
Failures. That's what kind.
Because we're not failures. I am not a failure.
Well, didn't we go on a quest to see the world, and now we are not seeing?
But
some of it?
we are not quest goal driven individuals.
Well, and that's a thing. So there are a lot of nomads that have like a rhyme to their reason.
They have a reason
to their
for the rhyme. Yeah.
Whatever.
Example: we are going to see 100 countries in 20 days.
Yeah, people that country count. I mean, that's fine. Keep track of countries. Personally, I never know how to count them. If I was there for 1 day, did I see it? I don't know. Should that count? Sometimes I saw it a lot. Sometimes I stayed on the ship in the dock.
Do you know
That
how to
doesn't
count?
count. And do I count the places that I didn't see with you? That wouldn't be very nice.
No, I would not.
But I've seen a lot more places.
Well.
It's just one of those games I probably shouldn't win.
So, are you a counter of countries? Are you
A food person that goes and searches out every weird food every country has to offer. Or Oreos. Shout out to Peter and Kirsten.
They're tasting Oreos throughout the world.
It's amazing how many flavors they come in. You should follow them. Anyways, what else? Some people are looking for all of like the highest peaks or,
national parks.
National parks.
Looking for national
there's
parks.
a million different things people look for. But we're looking for nothing.
We're looking for something. We are looking for that life that says, you know what? It's beautiful. Enjoy it. Move on.
So this is what we like the most, you guys, and I don't even know how to describe it. I don't think it's a kind. We like to just walk through the neighborhoods of cities and stumble upon things. And they're things that are obscure. Well, yesterday in the Azores, in Ponte Delgado, one of our favorite things was we saw through the gates these people's personal garden. And we took a picture of it over the fence. You can't make this stuff up. Like, the stuff that we really love is stuff that people are like, what the hell? Like, what even is that? Like, I love this abandoned building because all the plants are growing out of it and everything.
It's its own botanical
garden. And people
garden.
are like, but it's falling apart and it's covered in graffiti. Yes, that's what makes it so amazing.
So, yeah.
We're weird, I guess.
But here's the thing, though. There are people that would say, you know what? I just want to stay in big cities because of things like that, because of culture, because of events, because of people around me.
And I like big cities for things like that.
Yeah.
But a little bit, like in small doses.
But then we also have people that, okay, you're going to love this name. We met this couple on an island, and their Instagram handle was the Sandy Bums.
It might be slightly different, but definitely Sandy Bums. Might be one more word. Anyways, they were awesome people.
They were.
Was it 2 Sandy Bums?
It may have been 2.
Anyways.
I mean, there was 2 of them, so I'm
super
assuming
great
there was
people.
2 Sandy Bums.
But they were inspiring because we're like, that's us. That's how we want to be. We just want to be Sandy Bums. Now, they actually have pictures of just their bums. We're never doing that, people. We don't have as good a bums. But we will do Sandy.
We'll do Sandy. There you go. And they were great. They were out surfing the world, really, is what they did.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't be surfing that.
I don't swim
Refer
that well.
back to the health category there. Anyways, we like kind of deserted islands. You know, this is the thing. So that kind of brings up the people question.
Okay.
Because even on cruise ships, if you watch our cruise stuff over on Cruise Through Retirement, you'll see that usually we have a thing about our favorite places on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
These are places nobody goes, just us.
So we're not saying...
a few other people who are like us.
We're not saying we're antisocial. We're not saying we don't like people. What we're saying is we get exhausted.
The social energy wears us out. So we will find like bars during the day that are closed that nobody goes to, and we'll just go work or read or play games mostly in these places. We'll find obscure decks that nobody knows about. You know, just random stuff like that. We'll stay in our cabin. Our cabin stewards are always so confused, like,
did you go out today?
Yeah. We have a beautiful cabin right now. We're in here editing, talking, playing around, goofing around. Tim's giving me great massages.
My specialty, of course.
They're free. Goes right back to the not bougie thing. We can't afford the massages unless we're in Southeast Asia. But,
you know, and to find those places, those special hidden gems of life, it takes research. But you know what? We're not big researchers.
No, these are stumble upon places. Again, we just stumble in, we find it, we're like, wow, no one comes here. It's our favorite spot.
Yay!
Now, don't get us wrong. We sit with people all the time. We talk to people all the time. We meet people all the time, and that's great. Whether they be fellow travelers or locals or crew members on a ship, whatever. But, you know, we're spontaneous. I guess that's it.
No,
we don't seek these things out. They just happen to us.
Okay, but here's the thing.
We stumble upon, we meet people by accident.
True, but are you so spontaneous that you're willing to drop plan A, get on a plane, go to another country, and hope you have a place to stay?
No. You people that do that, you're my bucket list goals.
Hats off.
I hope that the longer we travel, the more we get that way. But in my experience, I like a little bit of security, and the prices often are better when you plan way ahead.
I think
and
spontaneous people would disagree with you.
Okay, I'm just going to say, like, career-wise, part of my career was researching and planning and all the details, right? So in my personal life, in travel, I would way over plan.
Way overbook.
Way overbook. Every single minute. We went on a vacation with our friends, and I had an itinerary typed out. And they're like, what the hell? Every single restaurant we were eating at.
Welcome to my life, folks.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But traveling full time, that it takes way too much time to be that way. Even if you watch our early planning videos, yes, that is true. That is the general way we do it, but I skip a lot of steps. We'll just talk about what we want in an Airbnb. We kind of know where it is, where it will be in an area. And we both just start looking at them. And as soon as we find one we like that seems in line with the prices or decent, a good value for the price, we'll just book it. Yeah. Like, we won't look at 100 Airbnbs. We won't, like, price check them every week like some people do. We could probably save a little money, but we don't. You know,
we're trying to get to a point in life where life is being about streamlining, ease, low stress, but yet secure and planned.
We want to have it all. Security, spontaneity, planning, and no plans. We're working on it. It's not easy.
Being cheesy, I might add.
Okay.
All right.
So, basically, there's also people that travel that, first of all, maybe their travel planning's a little easier because they go back to the same places all the time.
And that may be true.
And I can see the appeal of that. I really can.
Because it simplifies the planning.
It simplifies the planning. It's familiar, all of that. And I'm sure that we will repeat at some point. We haven't yet.
Well,
But we also crave to go back to places
Yeah.
we've been, but there's so many new places, guys.
And here's
we
the thing.
love seeing the new places.
We've been doing this 2.5 years. We've done Southeast Asia. We've done Eastern Europe. We've done the Mediterranean. We've
on our way to South America, on our way to regular Asia.
So we have all this stuff that we've done, but yet I feel like we have not seen half of what is there in those areas that we went to.
And because when you slow travel, you really don't see that much. You have a whole country and you have a limited amount of visa time there. And so you pick where you're going to stay for a month. And you can't see that much of the country unless you fast travel. And that's the dilemma, I think, for every traveler and every nomad. Do I want to relax and enjoy where I am and sink into the local neighborhood? Or do I want to try to see all these different places because they're all cool? So
yeah.
I think we keep telling ourselves like, oh, we'll be back. And someday we will, but part of us wants to go back to the country the way we did it the first time because we loved it. But you can't recreate that. So truthfully, we probably will mainly be back in a little different variation. Now, there's a couple countries, I'm just going to throw this in, that we really want to go back to because we were very comfortable there and it felt very natural and we want to stay for a long time, like in Batumi, Georgia, and in Chisinau, Moldova. But we were talking about the other day, and what was it that those two things had in common also?
So my wife has decided that she needs a room that I'm not in all the time.
So we're in this cruise cabin right now, and it just has this window seat. We don't usually get window rooms, but this one, for whatever we do. And it has a window seat, and you close the curtains. So I always wake up like 2 or 3 hours before Tim does. And if we're in like a little studio apartment, I have to stay in bed. Not only that, but I cannot turn on my Kindle or my phone because the light will wake him up. He says that, but not true.
Guilt.
It's not true. He's awake then, and he's mad. So, I mean, he doesn't get mad like in a bad way, but he's like, oh, I just woke up. I'm so tired.
I do not say that. I ask you politely what time it is. And then I'm like,
I know you know because I can see you have your phone open. So anyways, even this little cubby hole in the window has been amazing. And it led to a conversation where we're like, okay, the places we love the most are places where we had an apartment that had a separate living room from the bedroom. And I could get up in the morning, go in the living room, enjoy myself. Tim could sleep uninterrupted. We hardly ever stay in places like that because
we're not bougie.
We're going to stay in a decent place, not a dirty place, not a scary place, whatever. It's going to be comfortable, but to get that place affordably, we're probably staying in a studio. So, compromises you make. But anyways.
You know what, though? I don't know if I could even then be that repeat traveler, that person that goes to the same place all the time, because there's a part of me that's an adventurer. I want to get out and explore.
And that's why we became full-time travelers.
Absolutely.
It's because we realized we're addicted to newness.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, we liked to move. When
she
we were raising our
I hated
family.
moving because I had to back it all up and move it.
I didn't like the activity of moving, but I liked moving into a new place where I get to start fresh, decorate, be organized, have new neighbors, have new stores, new neighborhood to walk in, all these new things. And we were just talking to our son the other night, and we were saying, actually, the hardest time in our life ever was as the kids were growing up, and we lived in one house for 18 years.
Basically, yeah.
That was the hardest thing, living in one house for 18 years.
Yeah.
And so now, we love not having a house.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was young, I wanted to be like a hotel reviewer or something, because I wanted to just keep going to new things,
So did your dream come true by this?
Well, now I don't have to do the work to review them. I don't want to. But the point being, we just like to experience new things, new places, new foods, new like environments of different sorts, like maybe beach, maybe mountains, maybe desert, maybe whatever, you know, try something new that is out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
We like to do that. So we're looking at some adventurous places coming up, like India, Sri Lanka. I know some of you have been there. Not that adventurous, just saying. For us it is. We haven't been.
Yep.
China.
Big step into the world.
Yeah, because we like new. So what's the bottom line here that we're trying to say? What kind of travelers are we?
Well, I don't even know if we're for sure about that, but I think what we know is that we're middle of the road, not your average traveler.
We like competing things like newness and familiarity, security and spontaneity, seeing stuff quickly so we can see it all, but then we decide because we want to sink into the neighborhood. We like that local experience. We like working hard on some things, like YouTube in spurts, and then we like being really lazy, and I mean retired. So I'll tell you something funny. When we were engaged, we were in premarital counseling. You know what I'm going to say.
It was true. The counselor gave us a personality test, each one of us separately.
A very extensive one, like hundreds and hundreds of questions, that it had to be mailed off and done by this psychological institute, and he sent them back. It wasn't like a magazine one.
Actually, the guy was a family friend of her family. They wanted to test me.
But he was a counselor.
Yeah. So
test you? What the hell?
So
they already knew you were a total goofball, and they just wanted anyone to take me off their hands.
So anyway, with that said, the results came back, and he called us in.
It was so funny.
And so he's like, I have great news for you both. You are both the same. And the odd part about it is that you're both the complete opposite of the normal.
Yeah, so normal society has like a curve, you know, like this, a bell curve. We both were this.
Which in my book was a smiling face.
We've done a lot of things in life that are out of the box, I would say. And I would hazard a guess that a lot of nomads are like that, because it does take something quirky off, maybe, I don't know,
a bit odd,
that makes you want to like give up all the security in your life and just take off into the wild blue yonder and see what comes. And
but you know, I think the key part with that is that we're the same. And for you guys out there, if you're planning on starting this life, think about your relationship together and where it all fits with how you both are.
That's really important, actually, because if we were not in sync, this would be hard. If he was a fast traveling, hostel staying, hiking fanatic, I don't know how I would do.
And I'm not going to lie, if we had to stay in the Ritz and drink fine wine, although I would love the idea, we wouldn't be doing it either because we couldn't afford it.
That would only last a week.
So consider, what kind of traveler do you want to be versus what kind of traveler are you really? And no matter what happens, get out there and taste life.
Yeah, on your own terms, outside the box. Don't care what other people do. Don't care what other people think. Don't care how other people do it. Don't care what we say.
Just get out there and taste life for yourself.